Alright guys, welcome back to our webinar again. Before we start, just a small disclaimer that whatever things that are going to be discussed throughout this video or webinar, it's purely going to be from the educational standpoint. There's not going to be any investment or trading recommendation or advice. Financial markets contains risk, so make sure that you consult your financial advisor before taking any investment or trading decisions. Second thing is that this is a global webinar. There are people who are attending this webinar or seeing this video from all over the world. From whichever country that you are seeing this video from, please make sure that you abide by the rules and regulations of that country and make sure that you do the due diligence from your end. With that, let's begin. And today we are going to discuss on indices, all the global indices. So majorly we are going to see the US index, we are going to see the UK index, and we'll also see the Germany and Paris index. So that's what we are going to look at. And let's start with our analysis. So this is US 100 as of now, and we've had a sharp uptrend on the macro side. And after a sharp uptrend, we have a pause over here. So this is where we have taken a short pause after the rally. And yes, we are now consolidating for a while. So let's see how does it turn out. Does it again make some sort of a formation, gives a breakout on the upside, or does it choose to stay in a range? So what is the range as of now? So we have the upper range, that is a zone of supply, and we already had a rejection from the same level. And if we talk about the zones where we have had a previous demand, is this area. So if we see NASDAQ, we are actually trading a range that is somewhere around between 25,991 to 26,307, and on the lower end on the daily charts, that is a positional structure, is 24,000 to 23,767. So this is the range that we are currently trading at. And if we break these range, then the further support levels that we might encounter on positional basis could be somewhere around 23,250. So this is what we are looking at. And if we have a breakout on the upside, then again there are chances that it can continue the upside momentum of its previous trend. So this is what is in US 100. We can say the overall structure still remains up, but in the current short-term structure, there is a consolidation going on. And if you look at the other exchanges, like this is the Germany 40, and we had discussed this in an earlier video as well, that there was a breakout, and after breakout, we have seen multiple retests. So this is where we had analyzed the breakout. You can go and check it out on our Telegram channel or on our YouTube. So you'll be able to see our previous analysis, and we've had multiple supports on the same trend line, and it is quite holding up a bit. There is not much of a usual, you can say, signal or anything where we can currently assess a trend reversal. It is maintaining its trend on the upside, and the future support levels which we have is somewhere around this area. So this is the line which is actually a very critical one, and till the time DAX is holding this, it's still stable enough. And the support that we can see right now is at 24,400. This is where we are seeing the level. And if we talk on the upside, if we mark our previous resistance areas based on the trend lines, then in future we might again encounter some or the other levels at 25,665. So we are in a range, but currently compared to NASDAQ, if we see, this is in an uptrend. So this is what is happening in the German market. So we have two levels on the macro basis that we have discussed. This is FTSE, and FTSE has been rallying quite a bit. So if we see the relative strength, FTSE comparatively has a very strong relative strength as of now. But on the other hand, we can also say that yes, it has been quite overbought in this situation. So ideally, the loss of momentum gives you a fair bit of idea that we have a possible chances of going somewhere near around our support. So if there's something that happens, some global trigger that takes place moving forward, then on the short-term charts, there are chances that these supports can be tested. So let's see what happens and when does the trend take a toll. So the price currently is at 10,456. The first level is at 10,392, and then we have 10,295, and then on the lower we have 10,124. So this is something that we are looking at. And if we talk about the resistance part, so based on the trend lines, we could encounter the resistance moving forward at this level. So this is where we might see a resistance, that is 10,600. And currently on the daily charts, we have also observed that there are multiple divergences that we have taken place. And because of divergence, it looks like that we might test these supports very, very soon or in near future. That is a probability or a chance. Definitely there is nothing certain. So this is just a point of view in terms of analysis. Again, as I said in the disclaimer, not a trading recommendation. So this is about FTSE, and Dow Jones has also rallied quite a bit quickly, and this is the analysis that we had done in the previous webinars also, and we have almost reached near the flag pattern that we had broken out in the year of 2022 October. So we have already more or less seen this in Dow Jones. So I think the markets could take a time out. Let's see what kind of policies and other things that come up now. What are the different data that we see? What are the earnings that come across in the next quarter? And then we'll get a better idea that are we again forming something and trying to reach the upper resistance levels or not. So it's kind of a wait and watch situation. But yes, major amount, I would say 99% of target is already met of the flag pattern that was broken as per the patterns what we see. And if we talk about CAC, then yes, CAC has already broken out. This was also our previous analysis. We have a breakout, and it is trying to get itself more stable. That's what is happening in this situation. And we've had certain rejection from the trend line on the previous session. So I think once we see the breakthrough of 8,444, then there are again high chances that the momentum might continue on the upside. And the support levels that we are seeing currently are at this level 8062. So this is what is the range we are seeing in the CAC market as well. So major amount of movement on the upside on all these indexes have taken place. Now it is more of a wait and watch situation. On intraday levels, we are seeing more of a consolidation levels, and it's going to be decided once we see a continuation in the US market. Then probably we might also see continuation in the other European exchanges as well. So that's about it. These are the levels. For any post follow-up sessions, make sure that you also join our Telegram channel. So whatever things that we discuss over here, we also put the post scenario analysis over there. So if there's any action that's happening in the market, we make sure that you don't miss it. Make sure that you also like, share and subscribe our channel so you don't miss any live action or any live analysis, and you can understand and take the advantage when you do your own analysis, and I hope it helps you complement with your own understanding as well. So with that, thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon in our next video.